Hello to all my loyal subjects. Welcome back to another edition of KingWolfOwls. Did you guys hear that? That sounds like someone broke something upstairs. Probably one of the cats. Yeah, that sounds something broken. I will be right back. Oh, hell yeah. Now that asshole's out of the way, it's time for Stone Cold to tell you about El Segundo's Broken Skull American Lager. I got me an IPA, but I know that not everybody's into IPAs, so I got me a good old American lager made by El Segundo's. Buggy, what are you looking at me like that with your beady little eyes? Why are you looking at me with those beady little eyes? You got something to say to old Stone Cold? That's what I thought. So, today, Wolfowl is going to come and he's going to review my El Segundo's Broken Skull American Lager. But first, today, Stone Cold found himself a little guitar and we're going to have ourselves a Stone Cold concert. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya. 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 Oh, isn't that great? That reminds me when I was cheering up good old Vinnie Mac during the WCW invasion. This next song's a cover. That good old Kurt Angle can't sing worth a shit, but I like his jig. So we're gonna go with one of the songs he tried to sing for Vinnie Mac. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. Jimmy crack corn and I don't care. He's got Olympic gold. He's got Olympic gold. He's got Olympic gold. Ah, good old Stone Cold and his guitar. Worth some memories, ain't it? We got these nice little title belts here. We got some beer, and old good old Stone Cold's got something to say. It wasn't Stone Cold. It was me, King Wolfowl, all along. Never would have guessed it, would you? Spot on impression. Today, we are reviewing El Segundo's Broken Skull American Lager. If you haven't guessed yet, this is Stone Cold's beer. He has an IPA that came out a while ago. I'm not really an IPA guy, so personally, wasn't a huge fan of it. It wasn't bad by any means. If you like IPAs, I would definitely seek it out and try it. But I'm more of a lager and stout kind of person. So at WrestleMania weekend, when they said Broken Skull American Lager about 7,000 times during the broadcast, like I have said it about 7,000 times throughout the beginning of this episode, yeah, I figured I would have to try it at some point. It's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter episode because this thing is super hot and it's hot as heck in the basement, and we're going to try this out and see how it is. So without further ado, we're going to crack open that Broken Skull American Lager. So yeah, made by El Segundo's. They don't have a lot of beers in the area I live in. The only two I've ever seen by them are the two Steve Austin beers. It does say something. Let me read this on the end of the back of the can. This beer is the ultimate reward for a hard day's work. Brewed with the best American-grown barley and hops, Broken Skull American Lager goes down as easy as a 3-day weekend. Cheers to those who are out there earning it. It's got a little Steve Austin signature on the back with a little rattlesnake. Let's see if we can get that up in there. If the camera will focus. Probably not, but you guys get the gist. So, without further ado, Steve Austin's Broken Skull American Lager. Oh, that's delicious. That is phenomenal. Ooh. So, for point of reference, my two favorite lagers that I like to drink on a regular basis are Yuengling's Traditional Lager and Helles Lager. This, a little bit more hoppy than those, but not as hoppy as like an IPA. That is absolutely delicious and genuinely might be my new favorite lager. That's awesome. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna have to bring up the biggest downside to this, like right off the bat. El Segundo's isn't in a ton of places, and their beer isn't produced as highly as like your traditional like grocery store beers like Yinglings and your Budweisers and your Bud Lights and Coors and all that stuff. That stuff's regularly available in most grocery stores. This you're gonna have to go to a liquor store to find, more than likely. I found it at the Wise Guys Liquors near me, and it was hard to find. I went to about 5 different liquor stores that said they had it online, and not a single one had it. And then I went to Wise Guys to buy something else. I went to build a random 6-pack of just different. You can build 6-packs at Wise Guys where you just pick random beers off of the shelf. They have individual cans, and I was doing that. And this was at like the next aisle over, sitting on the shelf, and I had to grab some because they actually had it limited to 1 because of how well it's selling versus how much they can get or how much they can actually keep in stock. Also, because it's so limited, they end up charging more for it. They are the tall cans, so they are, it says on here somewhere, the ounces. My brain is forgetting the number off the top of my head. A pint. It's a pint. 4.8% alcohol by volume. So yeah, it's a good beer, but it's gonna be, if you can even find it, it's gonna be pricey. I think it was $12.99 for a 4-pack, which I normally wouldn't spend on beer, because like I said, I like Yinglings. I can for $10 I can go get a big old case of Yinglings, versus $12 for 4 of these guys. So yeah, it really depends on where you're at and where you can find this stuff as far as price wise. I think it's worth it, especially if you're a wrestling fan and you like beer and you just want to try Stone Cold stuff. I would search it out and try it. It's a very good lager. I just don't know whether I want to be driving out there and paying $12, $13 for a 4-pack every time I want a beer. When I can go to the grocery store and I can get a case of Yinglings, or I can get a case of a different beer, different stuff to try. Or I could even, for the same price as this, I could go up to Wise Guys and get like 3 or 4 different things to try. Individual cans, not like 3 or 4 cases of stuff. So it's a little pricey for a 4-pack, in my opinion. But it's gonna be something worth trying, if that makes sense. As far as mouthfeel, it's very smooth. Some beers go down harder than others. This is real nice. Good for a hot day. As I said, I want to make this a shorter episode because it's nice and hot here. This is very refreshing. Yeah, I like it a lot better than the IPA. Like a lot better than the IPA. Bit more hoppy than the lagers I'm used to, but at the same time not too hoppy. So yeah, that's my opinion on El Segundo's Broken Skull American Lager. And yeah, let me know in the comments other things you would like to see me try, whether it be food, alcohol, random drinks like Cheetos and Mountain Dew that haunt my nightmares. And with all that being said, I thank you so much for watching. I hope that you take the rest of your day to be a good person and have a wonderful day. I will see you in the next video.